Hi YouTube, today we're going to look at the unboxing of a Lodge Sportsman grill. I received this today as a gift and I love these things. Cast iron is great. It's very worth attention. If you don't own cast iron, I highly suggest that you get it. But let's get right into it here. So these things are boxed up nice and neat. They're boxed up in some heavy cardboard. I like that aspect of it. So we're going to attempt to open this. Got a little tape on one end. Already broken that here. As we pull it out of the box here, we're going to see what we get into. I don't know, we're going to turn this around so that you can see it here. And basically what this focuses attention on is parts of the grill. Parts for assembly purposes and also parts just so you can understand kind of what you're looking at, what you're going for here. But it's pretty neat to see here, and this has the assembly instructions here, as you can see. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take this thing out of the box and just get started here. So in our Lodge Sportsman grill setup, we open the lid here. We kind of encounter some other cardboard components here. Like we get the wire bail here. We also get a little cookbook that you'll see here, and in this cookbook, it's got your instructions. It's got some accessories here. I thought this was a cookbook, but that's it kind of gives you some other ideas here as to, ready to use cast iron. You get this basic little kit of bolts, nuts, washers you're going to use to assemble the draft door part here. And you get a few different components. These are all stamped Lodge part numbers. Very nice. We're just doing the basic unpacking setup. You're going to see your wire belt. It's nice and tight. It's a pretty good setup here. Have your Lodge draft door. Now if you own an older one of these are going to look a little bit different. This one's brand new, so its stampings, patent numbers, and all that are going to be a little bit different. What you may have if you have one of these original ones. You can see here you got the draft door. It's labeled as such. It's got its own setup of part numbers on the bottom here. It's going to take a little bit of assembly for the slide setup of it. Go further into the unboxing of it. You'll see the body of this thing has a pretty good setup of part numbers on it. You'll see it's got some stampings on each side of it. It says Lodge on one side. And we're going to get right into this thing here shortly as we get the box out of our way. The bottom of the box, you got your what I'm guessing is the fire grate for this thing. I haven't really dug into it too much. Then you have your reversible cooking grate. This cooking grate, it's got some good stamping on it. Like I say, the older ones are a little bit different than the newer ones, but these are very nice. Then you come to the bottom of the box. I don't know if this thing's packed very well. Now we go to the assembly of this thing. We're going to come into this Lodge cast iron system here on the Sportsman and kind of break it down. We're going to get these parts out of here, get those out of the way. Now we're going to start out with the base, this cast iron skillet. This base simply lines up holes with this top. Now in that you take your nuts and bolts that are provided. You come into this with the bevel of the bolt. These simply slide in. Lodge does a really good job at keeping forms nice and tight on these things so that you can come in and assemble them well. So once you get those set up, tighten those down. You slide your wire bail in and down. Now, if you've ever owned any Lodge cast iron, you know the bail setup's kind of tight on these things. You slide them in and you slide them down, I believe, if I remember right, and they just kind of pop forward like so. And I hope you could see that, but your wire bail setup on these is pretty nice. It's nimble. It's nice once you clip these things in. They stay put for a really long time. Your fire door sets up just like that. You didn't see that. Here, we'll take that back off there and we scoot this forward just a touch. So your fire bowl, your fire door just sets right on in there. Now your draft door slides just beneath your fire door. Just like so. And it slides in. That thing's going to slide out to one side. That'll help you to get your draft door kicked up. That's how your draft door goes into there, if you can see that. Just slide up. Get your airflow set up in there. That works out very, very nice. You get this thing tightened down. It's good and tight. Let me get this set back up here. Now in goes our cast iron fire grate into the Sportsman, and then we're going to set this thing up with the cooking grate. The cooking grate comes in here. It stands nice and high up off your fire grate. Full unit. Looks just like this. Now on this, you can do basically whatever you want to do. Chicken, burgers, sausage. I love to do steaks on these things. They get a good high sear temperature. You can do some offset cooking just a little bit. And most any small things, including doing some pot heating and things of that nature, work really, really well. Now, this has been the unboxing of the Lodge Sportsman. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. And please subscribe. You can like it, comment. I like comments, and I will pay attention to those. Thank you.